So, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sheldon's the name. If you're new to the channel, please check out my other videos. Got a lot of content there. Please feel free to check it out. If you're new, well, welcome again to the channel. So, today I want to talk about what you got to do to be successful in life. Like literally what you got to do, right? And it's all about getting locked in. It's all about getting locked in. So what does being locked in look like? Well, we're going to talk about that right after I ask you to do me a small favor, which is please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to share, comment, and like the video. I'm on my road to 5,000. So I would love if you're taking this journey with me, if we're learning together, if we're achieving together, if we're growing together. That's the purpose of the channel, so that we learn from each other, we grow with each other, and we're just better people at the end of the day. All right, so help me out, do that for me. All right, so let's talk about what you got to do now. What you got to do. There's always a lot of stuff that people say you got to do to be successful. But what it really comes down to, it comes down to locking in. Locking in. Locking in to me means a number of things, and I'm going to throw some of them out there. I want you in the comments to tell me, what do you think locking in means? What does that look like for you? What does that mean? What does that mean to you? And how have you done so in the past? Or what are you doing now? Or if you were to lock in after seeing this video, what would it look like for you as far as locking in is concerned? As I said, we're just going to learn from each other, right? I don't have all the answers. I'm not going to pretend that I have all the answers. All I'm going to do is hopefully share something with you. And when I share it with you, my thing is, I always say that maybe I don't have anything Einsteinish. That's a word I made up. I don't have anything Einsteinish to say, right? I'm not Einstein. I don't have anything Einsteinish to say. But maybe there is someone out there, and that's why I do this. That's why I teach. That's why I'm a coach, a life coach, a wellness coach. That's why I do all that sort of stuff. That's why I mentor folks. It's because I may just say something that could cause you to something just clicks, right? Because you can hear things from a lot of different people, and somebody just puts it so nicely into perspective for you that when you hear it from that person, it just clicks. And you may have heard it many times before. Has that ever happened to you? If it's happened to you again, leave it inside the comments. Has it ever happened to you where someone tells you something and just the way they say it, man, it just clicks? I remember how that, I'm gonna detour for a second, but I'm gonna get back to being locked in, right? Give me a minute. So I remember when someone told me, no, this is not gonna sound Einsteinish, but when they explained it to me, and the way they explained it to me, it changed my life. Someone told me years ago that, failure is not for everyone. Failure is for everyone. It's not just for you, right? Failure is for everyone. It's not just for you. And I mean, I knew that, right? I knew that. I consider myself to have common sense and, fairly intelligent. So I knew that, you know, people fail. At times we'll do stuff and it wouldn't always work out, and we'll fail. But when she said that, we were having this conversation one night in my backyard, and this lady, who I respected to, and still respect, this lady said, failure is for everyone. It's not just for you. So failure is not just for you, it's for everyone, right? And because I was going through some stuff in life where I just felt like the world was being a bit unkind to me, or because I've always been driven. I've always been just very ambitious, very self-motivated, and I felt defeated when certain things didn't work out for me. And so I just, I just kind of got to the point where I was like, I didn't give up, but it was like, so what's going to happen, And when she said those words to me, man, it changed my life. So what are some things that somebody has said to you that's really changed your life? You can leave that in the comments too. What's something that someone has said to you, and when they said it to you, it just changed your life, right? All right, let's talk about locking in. You got to lock in, you got to lock in, you got to lock in. Lock in is being laser focused. Laser focused. So what does it look like when you're laser focused? I tell you what laser focus looks like for me. Laser focus means that I have got my eye on the prize, and I know, for the most part, not always, because to be successful, you have to be able to adapt to circumstances or situations as they change. But for the most part, that means laser focus for me is I was absolutely just locked in. And locked in that I knew, for the most part, what I needed to do to be successful. So I know what I needed to do to be successful. And when I had figured that out, man, I was just on it. I was on it. I was on it. So that could have been school for me when I was in college, when I was in university. And like, you won't getting me to go partying if I had to study. Like, it was just not going to happen. Like, I may go out sometimes. I didn't actually go out a lot either when I was in college and university. I didn't go out a lot, but when I did, I was going to make sure that my work was completed first. I was focused. I knew I needed to invest a certain amount of time into my studies if I was going to be successful. I was laser focused. And for me, that's being locked in. I was locked into my schoolwork. So that meant I was doing the labs. I was going to the labs, right, for the science courses I was taking. That means I was organizing study groups, especially in areas where I felt like I needed help, which was probably just math. Pretty savvy, pretty good with everything else except mathematics. And so that's where I needed a lot of practice, a lot of whatever. So I'd be locked in, and I would organize study groups and meet up with people, whether we were in campus in a classroom at 10 o'clock at night, working problems, or, just anything. And to me, that's, I was locked in to get my education, because for me, education was the way out. You hear people say it. For me, education was the way out. So I was completely locked in as far as that's concerned. And that meant I was turning in every assignment. I was taking every test. I was studying for every test. Just completely invested in my education and the time that I put into it, because I realized the difference between just being so-so or being whatever and being just broke or whatever was me doing not just doing my schoolwork, but doing it in such a way that I also felt like I gave my best. I'm not just skating through with like C's or whatever, but I also felt like I was doing my best. And this was difficult because in college, I always had about 2 jobs. When I was in university, I always had about 2 jobs. If I had 1 job, I was looking for another job. It means that something just ended. So you just had to stay focused, stay locked in, right? So that's what being locked in looked like for me from an academic perspective, right? It's just really being laser focused, looking at the things you need to do to be successful, identifying those things the best that you can, being willing to adapt in certain situations, right? Being willing to adapt, and then just really pushing yourself, staying on task, staying on your, keeping your goals in mind, and really working towards your success. That's what I got for you today, right? Now I'm going to do a part 2 to this because a couple other things just came to mind. So I'm going to do a part 2 to this video. But in the meantime, I want you to drop in the comments what does locked in look like for you. You could leave that there. Also, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. This is the road to 5,000. I've got, I think, over 2,000 subs. So road to 5,000. I would love if you take that journey with me. Do not forget, the purpose of this channel is that we learn from each other. We grow with each other. That's why I'm doing this, because it's cliche, but if you ask people that really know me, I spend a lot of my time helping people just be better. It's like drugs for me. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. I guess I can say that. But it's like a natural high for me to see somebody trying to make their life better, somebody trying to do better with their life. So that's the purpose of this channel. So leave positive stuff in the comments. We just want to be positive here, right? Be positive, share your thoughts, share with each other. I'm going to share with you. And again, the goal is for us to grow and be better people. That's all we could do. Be better people and support each other. Thank you for stopping by. Until next time, peace.